Senate Armed Services Committee has approved language in its annual defense policy bill that would require women to register for the draft. The National Defense Authorization Act, approved by the committee behind closed doors Wednesday, quote, amends the Military Selective Service Act to require the registration of women for selective service, according to a summary released Thursday. The United States has not instituted a draft since the Vietnam War, and Pentagon officials have repeatedly said they intend to keep the force all volunteer.
Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Rakah, Quadash. Double honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Senate panel votes to make women register for draft. This is prophecy. This is big news. And this is humbling because so many of you women, so many women in general, think that they're equal to men. They claim to be independent. They claim that they don't need a man. A lot of them think that they're better than men. All right. And this society basically puts the woman above the man. All right. So here's your equal opportunity right here. And the fact that this is even relevant, this shows you that America knows that it's going into war. All right. Revelation chapter 11, verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. The second woe is World War II. That is past already. And the third woe, the third world's war, cometh quickly. And we see all the signs of it. Okay? Tension between America and Russia. Tension between Israel and Iran. Tension between America and China. America and North Korea. Okay? Tension between China and Taiwan, etc. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Which is why we see this. Now I'm going to read some of this article. All right, I'm not going to make it too long. That says, the Senate Armed Services Committee has approved language in its annual defense policy bill that will require women to register for the draft. The National Defense Authorization Act, NDAA, approved by the committee behind closed doors Wednesday, amends the Military Selective Service Act to require the registration of women for selective service, according to a summary released Thursday. Because they're going to need all the bodies that they can get when it boils down to it. The United States has not instituted a draft since the Vietnam War, and Pentagon officials have repeatedly said they intend to keep the force all volunteer. That's what they're telling you. But soon, it's not going to be an option, all right? That says, but men ages 18 through 25 still have to register with what's officially known as the Selective Service System, or face consequences such as losing access to federal financial aid for college. Now, I'll read a little bit more. Congress has been debating whether to expand the registration requirement to women since all combat jobs were opened to female service members in 2016. And don't be surprised if they have women on the front lines. All right. Once again, this is their equal opportunity. Don't be surprised if they threaten you with jail time unless you do this. Okay. Now it says that year, both the House and Senate Armed Services Committees included a requirement for women to register in their initial versions of the NDAA. But the House's version of the bill dropped the language before the bill came to the floor, after conservatives pushed to exclude the language during negotiations between the House and Senate. The version of the NDAA that ultimately became law instead created a commission to review the draft registration requirements. So yeah, that's the point. Okay. And we're going to be hearing more of this. There's going to be more talk of it, because this is big in the news right now. Okay. Refresh the page. Yeah, this is big in the news. So pride is about to be brought low. Let me read this right here. They'll say it's requiring men but not women to register for the draft is sex discrimination. So once again, this that equal opportunity, all right? And this prophecy in the book of Isaiah, the 32nd chapter, will come to pass. Okay? Because when all hell breaks loose and things get serious, that's when women are going to want to get in order. But for the majority of women, it's going to be too late. All right? Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease, that are complacent, comfortable. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Now, where is this mainly being fulfilled at? In Babylon the Great. Okay, this is where you have that comfort. All right, living in pleasure. You know, and also in other certain parts of the earth, but mainly here in America. Now it says, give ear unto my speech. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled. And it's not going to take years, okay? But for a certain period of time, you're going to be troubled. Ye careless women. And that's mainly the women of the tribes. Mainly you Israelite women. You so-called Black, Latino, and Native American women. All right? So-called Black, Latino, Hispanic, Native American. The women of our people. All right? Now it says, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Okay? Now we look up that word vintage. I found this to be interesting when I looked it up. Now the word vintage is batazayar. Batazayar. Now say it's vintage. All right, say it's clipped, i.e. the grape crop. So it goes to gathering. You know, so basically the benefits that our women gather in this society. All right, different government benefits, whether it be welfare, okay, you know, certain financial aid. All right, Section 8, you know, different welfare and government programs. All right. Now, there's something else I want to show. Hold on. Yeah. Now, the word vintage, it also goes into an inaccessible thing or something that's high. So that's how our women parade themselves in this society. All right. Once again, vintage goes into them gathering those benefits. But also, when you think about the mindset of our women, this describes them to a T. Okay. you get that word inaccessible. This is what it means. All right. Adjective, not accessible, remote, or unapproachable. And that's their spirit. The women of the tribes, they're unapproachable. They think that they're too good. All right. They think that they're better than us. And they believe that they're God's gift to the earth. They believe that men are put on the earth to serve them. All right. They look at the Israelite man as being beneath them. Okay. And the attitude of our women is ridiculous. Okay. Now, inaccessible, it says capable of being reached only with great difficulty or not at all. And that's our women, man. You know, that's them. You know, but once again, a great humbling is coming. All right. Because you're not going to be able to obtain these benefits. Your benefits are going to be out the way. All right. You're not going to be able to, get these various things that you want unless you had that chip. And then even if you get that chip, you still about to catch hell. All right. That's the time that we coming into. And we in the time of your tail being drafted. All right. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. Meaning women in general, but especially Israelite women, because this is a time of Jacob's trouble coming. You're about to catch pure hell. All right. Pure hell. And in any event, when society collapses, the main people that are vulnerable are women. You know? And don't let you be a pretty woman. So we in some serious times. All right. Like I said, this is a very humbling thing. It should be humbling, but for a lot of our women, it just has to happen to them. See, words don't take effect. They got to see action. Verse 12, they shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. Because everything's going to be taken away. All right. And teats, that goes into to breasts. That's where you get the word titties. Basically, when you think about, once again, the different things that they can get right now, the wealth of Babylon, all that's gonna be dried up. Famine coming, tribulation coming. Okay. And for a great majority of our women, they're gonna be out here on their own. Men gonna look at them like, well, you on the independent shit, or you didn't want to fuck with me. All right. Back then you were so proud back in the day. Hey, you got it. You on your own. All right. So once again, this is a very humbling thing. What's about to take place with the women of our people, All right, this is Jeremiah chapter 49. Let's see here. Yeah, I believe it's in chapter 49 what I want. Just bear with me, Bible Kushah. You know what? It's in another book. But I'm going to read this anyway. All right. Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 22. Behold, he shall come up and fly as the eagle and spread his wings over Basra. And at that day shall the heart of the mighty men of Edom be as the heart of a woman in her pangs. Right now, the men in the American military, in particular Edomite men, they're going to be afraid during this Third World War. But not to mention, you have actual women that's serving in the military. Okay? Once again, this is talking about, the military men of Edom. But you could have women that's right out there with them. Okay? But it's just a sign that this place is going down, man. Okay? It's going down. It's not being revived. It's not coming back. And when things really kick into full gear, it's just going to push forward. All right. And that's going to be it. So with that, Lord willing, this is edifying. Once again, a great humbling is coming to the women of our people. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakak Wadash. Double honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.